In a quiet little town, nestled between rolling hills and gentle rivers, lived a boy named Elias. He was 14, a bit shy, and always carried a small notebook where he scribbled dreams, half-written songs, and sketches of the world around him. Elias didn't talk much, but you could tell that music was always whispering inside him, a silent melody waiting for its moment. One afternoon, while exploring his grandmother's dusty attic, Elias stumbled upon a worn-out violin case tucked away under an old, heavy trunk. The case smelled of history, of time and memory. He cautiously unlatched it. Inside, the violin's strings were rusty and the bow was frayed, but something about the instrument felt strangely alive, as if it were just sleeping. His grandmother, seeing him holding the violin, suddenly froze. A soft, distant look came into her eyes. "That was your grandfather's?" she said, her voice barely a whisper. "He used to play it every single evening." Right up until the war took him, Elias had never met his grandfather. But now, holding this piece of him, he felt an undeniable connection. Though Elias had never touched an instrument before, he felt an odd, compelling pull. That night, alone in his room, he tried to play. The first sounds were squeaky, scratching noises that made him wince. But amidst the discord, he felt a tiny spark ignite in his chest. It was a beginning. Slowly, day by day, he dedicated himself to the instrument, guided only by the faint, imagined echo of his grandfather's passion and a few old books he found at the library. He taught himself. The squeaks turned into notes, the notes into phrases, and the phrases into melodies. The house, which had been quiet for so long, began to fill with music once more. Months passed. Elias, gaining a little more confidence each day, started playing in the town square. At first, people just smiled kindly as they hurried past a young boy with a violin. But then, his sound began to grow. It became gentle, aching, and then breathtakingly beautiful. It was music that told a story without words. Soon, strangers began to stop. They would close their eyes and just listen. Old men would pause their conversations, sometimes wiping a tear from their eye. Children would start to dance to the rhythm, and mothers would hum along softly. The town, which had long felt a little quiet, a little forgotten, began to breathe again, filled with the life of Elias's music. His melodies became the town's heartbeat. One evening, as Elias played under the warm glow of the town square's lanterns, a woman in her 60s approached him. Her steps were slow and deliberate. She held a faded photograph of a young man, smiling, holding the very same violin. With trembling hands, she held it out for Elias to see. "That was my brother," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion. "I thought his music was gone forever when we lost him. But listening to you, you've brought him back to us." In that moment, Elias understood. He wasn't just playing notes on a string. He was carrying forward a story, a memory, and a love that had managed to outlive time itself. He was continuing a song that had been interrupted long ago. From that day on, the shy boy and his grandfather's violin became the soul of that little town. They were a living, breathing reminder that even when people are gone, the things they loved, the passions they held, can keep their spirit alive in the hearts of others, echoing for generations to come. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this story with me. If it touched your heart, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more stories that remind us of the beauty in the world. See you next time.